Listen. You smell something?
In 1984, a movie about unemployed parapsychologists fighting ghosts became the biggest comedy of the decade. It was strange, it was risky, it blended horror, science fiction, workplace comedy, and deadpan absurdity. And it worked. Ghostbusters wasn't just a hit, it was lightning in a bottle. A flawless script, perfect casting, bold production gambles, iconic technology, a soundtrack that defined a generation. Today we're asking the same question we ask of every movie in this series. What makes Ghostbusters a perfect movie? Ghostbusters begins with a collaboration that should not have worked. Dan Aykroyd conceived the original idea, an ambitious, effects-heavy paranormal adventure inspired by his lifelong fascination with the occult. His early draft was sprawling and expensive, filled with interdimensional travel and ghost-fighting teams. Enter Harold Ramis. Ramis grounded the concept. He helped reshape the script into something leaner, sharper, and character-driven. Then came director Ivan Reitman. Reitman understood tone. He knew the film had to treat the supernatural seriously while allowing the characters to be funny.
Successful test.
I guess so. I think we better split up.
Good idea. Yeah, we can do more damage that way.
If the world felt real, the comedy would land. That tonal balance, completely straight world, completely human absurdity, is the foundation of the film's perfection. A perfect movie often begins with perfect casting. Bill Murray is Dr. Peter Venkman. Murray's performance is effortless cynicism. Venkman is a con man with a PhD, lazy, charming, opportunistic. Murray's improvisational instincts gave the film its looseness, but never at the expense of structure. Dan Aykroyd is Dr. Ray Stantz. Ray is pure enthusiasm. He believes. He's the heart of the operation. Aykroyd plays him with sincerity that grounds the absurd premise. Harold Ramis is Dr. Egon Spengler. Egon is clinical, emotionally distant, brilliant. Ramis's dry delivery makes scientific exposition funny without winking at the audience. Ernie Hudson as Winston Zeddemore. Winston is the audience surrogate. Practical, grounded, unimpressed by theory. Hudson brings warmth and realism, stabilizing the trio's eccentricity. Together they are perfectly balanced. Cynicism, enthusiasm, logic, pragmatism. Their chemistry feels accidental, but it's meticulously structured. Then there's the supporting cast. Sigourney Weaver as Dana Barrett. Weaver plays Dana completely straight. No parody, no exaggeration. Her seriousness makes the supernatural threat credible. Rick Moranis as Louis Tully. Moranis delivers anxious absurdity. His performance is heightened, but never cartoonish. He exists in the same believable New York as everyone else. Annie Potts as Janine Melnitz. Janine is more than a receptionist. Potts gives her sharp wit, dry sarcasm, and subtle vulnerability. She grounds the firehouse in working-class realism and provides a tonal counterweight to Egon's emotional detachment. Her presence gives the Ghostbusters an operational spine, and a human one. William Atherton as Walter Peck. Peck is not a villain in the traditional sense. He's bureaucracy personified. Atherton plays him with self-righteous conviction, never cartoon evil. His clashes with Venkman are electric because both men believe they're right. Peck raises the stakes without ever needing a ghost suit. Every character feels placed with intention. No one overlaps in function. No one feels redundant. That's precision writing. The script is a masterclass in setup and payoff. The opening library scene establishes tone. Scary, but funny. The university firing establishes stakes. The first ghost capture proves the technology works. The montage builds success. Then comes the escalation. Dana's possession, Lewis's transformation, and most importantly, the EPA investigation. Walter Peck doesn't just interrupt the Ghostbusters' success, he weaponizes procedure. His insistence on inspecting the containment unit introduces a different kind of threat: institutional skepticism. Where ghosts represent the unknown, Peck represents authority without understanding. When he orders the power shutdown, it isn't an act of cartoon villainy. It's bureaucratic confidence colliding with scientific arrogance. The resulting explosion of trapped spirits is the film's turning point. The shutdown is not random. It is inevitable, because the film has carefully positioned Peck as a pressure point in the system, someone whose actions, while technically lawful, trigger catastrophic consequences. The EPA shutdown becomes the catalyst that transforms a successful small business story into a full-scale supernatural apocalypse. Every scene pushes the story forward. Every joke reveals character. The plot is simple but layered. Scientists start a business. Business succeeds. Supernatural apocalypse looms. The gambles were enormous. A comedy with expensive special effects. A horror premise played straight. An improvised comedic lead surrounded by disciplined structure. Every gamble paid off. In Ghostbusters, the technology isn't just equipment, it's personality. The proton packs are dangerous and unstable, just like the team. The ghost traps slam shut with satisfying finality, giving physical form to victory. The PKE meters create suspense through blinking lights and rising sound. And the Ectomobile, a converted 1959 Cadillac ambulance, becomes a moving symbol of blue-collar heroism. These objects have identity. They define the team visually and sonically. They are as recognizable as the characters themselves. New York City isn't a backdrop, it's a character. The firehouse headquarters grounds the film in realism. Dana's apartment building becomes a mythic battleground. City streets make the supernatural invasion feel public and communal. The grounded locations make the impossible feel possible. The cinematography treats ghosts with seriousness. Shadows linger. Frames hold tension. The lighting often resembles horror films more than comedies. That commitment proves tonal collapse. Then, there's the music. Elmer Bernstein's orchestral score gives grandeur to absurdity. It elevates proton streams into heroism. Ray Parker Jr.'s theme song does something even rarer. It becomes cultural shorthand. The soundtrack doesn't accompany the film, it amplifies it. Like the gadgets and the city, the music has personality. The pacing is surgical. No scene overstays its welcome. comedy never interrupts tension for too long. And then the final gamble.
It's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
On paper, it sounds disastrous. A giant, smiling, corporate mascot stomping through Manhattan should collapse the tone. It should shatter the stakes. It should turn horror into parody. Instead, it becomes iconic. Why? Because the film earns it structurally, thematically, and visually. Structurally, the rules are established early. We learn about Gozer. We learn that the form of the destructor will be chosen by whoever clears their mind. The concept isn't random, it's seeded exposition. When Ray inadvertently thinks of something harmless, the payoff feels logical within the film's supernatural framework. Thematically, Stay Puft is perfect satire. A towering symbol of American consumer innocence becomes the face of the apocalypse. It's absurd, but it's specifically absurd in a way that reflects the film's blend of blue-collar realism and supernatural chaos. Visually, it works because the movie never winks at the audience. The cinematography treats Stay Puft like a legitimate threat. The scale is real, the destruction is real. The characters react with awe and fear, not punchlines. And emotionally, the team has already proven themselves. We've seen them fail. We've seen them succeed. We've watched them lose control of the city. By the time Stay Puft arrives, the audience trusts the film completely. So, when a 100-foot marshmallow mascot rounds the corner, we don't reject it. We accept it. Because the world of the movie has been built carefully enough that even its most outrageous image feels inevitable. Audiences embraced Ghostbusters instantly. It became the highest-grossing comedy of its time. It spawned sequels, animated series, toys, video games, and decades of fandom. But legacy isn't measured in merchandise. It's measured in memory. Lines quoted, costumes worn, theme songs sung instantly by entire rooms. A perfect movie is complete. Ghostbusters balances tone flawlessly. Its characters are distinct and interdependent. Its script wastes nothing. Its gambles redefine what comedy could be. Technology, city, soundtrack, and spectacle aren't accessories, they are participants. Everything works together. That's not luck, that's design. This is what this series is about. Films that don't just succeed. Films that lock into place so precisely that decades later they still feel inevitable. Who are you going to call?